Happy holidays and welcome to the winter solstice. I wanted to make this video for you today specifically because Mercury is going to go direct this evening. And now is the time, now that Mercury is back kind of moving forward and on its path, now is the time to really start thinking about our transition into the new year, our transition from 2017 to 2018. And the new year, even though it's really heavily symbolic and meaningful for most of us, and it kind of marks this new beginning, this new start, it also comes to the time of the holidays when most of us are the most stressed. We're shopping, we're planning, we're coordinating, we're seeing family, we're being triggered by family relationships, old relationships, love relationships. We're all under this kind of high stress. And at the same time, we're moving from one calendar year to the next calendar year. And so I wanted to make this video to not only help you ease that transition, but also to encourage you to, at some point during this holiday season, to set aside, to carve out some sacred space time for yourself. Cosmically, even though we're all kind of gearing up to the new year and setting resolutions and setting goals and what we're going to do and what we're not going to do and making all the changes, cosmically we're really being called at this time to be present for ourselves, to take care of the things that we need to take care of right now in this present actual moment, and not to really project forward yet, not to get too hung up and tied up in what we're going to do in January, February, March, and etc. That time will come, and there's a space for that. But at this moment, it really is the most beneficial for you if you can take that time to release 2017 and prepare yourself energetically and emotionally for 2018. You can kind of raise your vibration and set yourself up for an easier transition, less stressful holidays, and for success. What I want you to do is I want you to really make effort to work this video, do this guided meditation, this visualization, in a time and a space that's really comfortable for you, where you're not being pressured, there's not a lot of people around. I want you to really make it kind of an act of self-care. I want you to make it a time for yourself to invest in you right now and invest in the you that's going to move into 2018. And to really give yourself a lot of grace and take the time to honor what you've experienced and what you've gone through in 2017. And I'm going to lead you through that. And again, this meditation, this visualization is going to work best for you if you can do it in kind of a quiet, sacred space. That will help you really connect with these images. It'll help you really do the releasing work that is going to make this powerful. It's going to make this help you set the right foundation for moving into your 2018 and planning your 2018 and setting those intentions. Before we begin, what I want you to do is just make sure that you're in a comfortable position. Again, that you won't be interrupted. A low stress area if you can. And I want you to just sit or lie, whatever again is most comfortable, whatever helps you focus the most. Some people like to do these types of meditations lying down. Others prefer sitting, whatever is most comfortable for you. So there is no right or wrong here. I just want you to kind of get comfortable, settle into yourself, and really just start to connect with your body. I really want you to start to just pay attention to how you're breathing. Breathe in through your nose if you can and out through your mouth. And just take a few minutes of deep, relaxed breathing wherever you are, whatever kind of space that you're in, whether you're sitting or lying. And just make yourself aware of your breathing. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. I want you to visualize your breath. I want you to imagine that it has a visual quality, a shape, a color. I want you to see it coming in through your nostrils and filling up your lungs. And then leaving your body completely and dissipating out into the space around you. And just continue to breathe and continue to relax. Not thinking about anything specific from 2017, not thinking about anything specific moving into 2018. Doing your best to just set aside and push, off to the back burner, all of those holiday planning things you still have to take care of, those last minute gifts you still need to buy, whatever stressors you're dealing with right in this moment. I just want you to push them to the side. They're not going anywhere. We just don't need to focus on them right now. We need to focus on you at every depth of your being. And as you continue to breathe and as you relax, I want you to just close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Continuing to take deep breaths. And before we begin, we're going to set the intention together that whatever comes up for you in this visualization today is exactly what's supposed to come up. And your subconscious mind, your guides, the Holy Spirit, whatever divinity that you understand to be true, they're going to guide you and help you on this journey today. And we're also going to set the intention that you are safe. That even as we visualize and even as we go on this journey and even as we imagine, you are safe in this moment right now. And you can return to the present moment. You can return to your body whenever it is that you need to. Nothing can prevent you from doing so. And as you continue to breathe, I just want you to begin to put together an image in your mind. I want you to imagine a sacred space. A sacred space that is safe and comfortable and that you are already familiar with, even if you don't have conscious memory of it. And this sacred space can look like anything you would like it to look like. It can be inside, it can be outside. It can be in the forest, it can be on a beach, it can be in a church. The important part is this sacred space is going to be a point of transition between this world and the next. This sacred space is safe, and nothing negative, no harm can come to you in this space because it was created for your best and highest good. And I want you to be as detailed as you'd like to be as you start to put this picture together in your mind, and I want you to imagine it as clearly as you can. And as you begin to put that picture together and you continue to fill in the details, I want you to imagine your current self just as you are right now. I want you to imagine that you are standing there in that space. And as you begin to imagine your current self just as you are right now, standing in that space, I want you to move one of your hands so that it rests over your heart. So the palm of your hand just resting over your heart. Continuing to breathe comfortably and deeply. And imagining standing in that space, that sacred space that you've created. I want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel what it's like to be in that space. Feel the temperature of the air around you. And as you stand in that space, I want you to become aware that just being present there is already healing, because that space has been created and designed specifically for your best and highest good. Being present in it is already making you more whole. It is already beginning to connect yourself with yourself with your highest and best self. And now that you're standing in that space, that sacred space that you've created, I want you to imagine that a beam of white, healing, protecting light comes down from the cosmos, comes down from heaven, and surrounds you like a giant column, completely encircling you in this sacred space. And I want you to imagine that that white light moves infinitely from above you all the way down below you, completely surrounding you in white, healing, universal light. And I want you to feel what it feels like to be completely surrounded in that light. Feel that it's slightly warmer than the air that was around you. Feel it begin to heal you. Feel it begin to make your cells vibrate at a higher level. It's comfortable. There's nothing negative, scary, or dangerous about this light. It is where you came from. It is already familiar to you, even if you don't have any conscious memory of it. And just stand there in that light for a moment, being fully present in it, and letting it surround you and run through every cell, every space of your body. And as you stand enveloped and surrounded in that light, I want you to begin to imagine, not in specifics. You don't have to think about what they were. You don't have to name them. You don't have to understand them. But I want you to begin to imagine that you choose to release anything from the year 2017, anything from this past year that is no longer serving you. Whether that be an emotion, whether it be a feeling, whether it be events or memories, relationships, energies that you've picked up along the way, guilt, shame, whatever it is, and you don't have to know what they are. We're not in the game of naming them here. We are giving and releasing and trusting. Just imagine all of that energy, anything that represents anything that must be released from 2017, anything from this past year that is no longer serving you or will not serve you as you move into 2018. I want you to imagine it begins to be pulled out of your body into this white healing light. I want you to make it look like something. Imagine that all of that energy that's no longer serving you, whatever it represents, has a physical appearance. It can be black smoke, it can be birds, it could be bubbles, it could be dark liquid. Whatever it looks like, whatever needs to come out, whatever you need to release, I want you to just let go. I want you to release it into the light that surrounds you. And as you imagine standing in this light, in this sacred space, I want you to see it, visualize it as clearly as you possibly can. All of this energy leaving your body from wherever it was stored. Every cell, every space, releasing anything that is no longer serving you in 2018 out into the light. And as you release all of this energy, I want you to imagine that that white universal healing light transmutes that dark energy, those energies that are no longer serving you, into more light. And takes them back up into the cosmos, back up to heaven, so that they are no longer with you. You don't need them any longer. And as that energy has been released, and as that energy is transmuted into the light that's around you, I want you to feel the lightness, the freedom in your body, in your cells, right now in this moment. No longer carrying that energy that doesn't serve you anymore. No longer carrying guilt or shame, negative energy, old relationships, whatever that was that you were holding on to from this past year has been released from your body. And continuing to breathe deeply and gently, continuing to imagine yourself standing in that light, in that sacred space, now free from that energy that did not serve you. I want you to imagine asking in this sacred space, Let every cell, every space of your body be filled instead with whatever it is you need the most as you move into this 2018 transition. You don't have to know what that is, because your soul, your higher self, the universe, God, knows what it is that you need the most as you move into this new year. So I don't want you to spend a lot of time thinking or trying to figure that out. Just invite directly from source, directly from your higher self, directly from God, whatever it is that you need the most right now. And I want you to give that appearance, a color, energy waves, a light. And imagine it filters down from source, down from heaven, through the white light that surrounds you, and enters your body through the top of your head. And as you continue to breathe, accepting whatever it is that you need the most from the universe right now, that color, that light begins to fill your body, every space, every cell. We're completely replacing any energy that you released earlier. I want you to feel it, fill your body. Imagine that it runs through every extremity, every cell, all the way down to your fingertips, all the way down to the very bottoms of your feet. Just filling you up infinitely with whatever it is you need the most for 2018, whatever it is you need the most as you transition into this year. And as certain words or feelings pop into your head right now, just make note of those. They may be important to you afterward. But just acknowledge them and release them. Don't spend too much time dwelling on them. Just feel that energy filling your body. Every space, every cell. Imagine your body glowing with whatever color, with whatever light that you chose. And as you continue to stand in that space, continue to breathe deeply and comfortably, feeling that new energy, filling your body, filling your being, filling every cell and every space of your physical presence. I want you to repeat after me. I acknowledge and I am grateful for all the things that I learned over this past year. I release myself from any guilt, any shame, or any negative emotions that I may have carried with me through this past year. I choose now to move into 2018 with grace, with intention, and with purpose. I choose now to transition into the new year fully aligned and in touch with my best and highest self. I choose that this next year can be different in any way that I desire it to be different. I choose to remember, first and foremost, that I have everything that I need within me, and I am never alone, and I always have access to whatever it is that I need the most in any given moment. I choose to remember that whatever energy I need is always available to me. I choose to remember that I am loved above and beyond anything else. I am loved. I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. All of the energy that you received in this meditation today is yours to keep. You can take it with you as you leave this sacred space. take a moment to thank the universe, thank God, thank your body, and thank yourself for showing up over this past year and for being willing to enter a new year, to enter 2018 with hopes and expectations and new learnings. As you imagine leaving this sacred space, know that you can always return. And I want you to slowly begin to connect with your body. Begin to become aware of your breathing, of your surroundings, of any physical sensations you might have. And slowly and safely become one with your current and present time. Bring your hands down as you feel comfortable. Opening your eyes as you're ready. Continuing to breathe and knowing that you have taken the time and the space to honor this past year and are choosing to enter the new year from a place and from an energy of your best and your highest self.